Hello and welcome to QlikCentral.com. This is another video in the flat design series that I've been doing. You find the other videos on my blog, which is QlikCentral.com, and also on the YouTube channel. Again, it's QlikCentral. Okay, so today we're going to talk about the advanced filters button that's over here, the little cog. Now, I talked in previous episodes about the filters being at the top, and there's also filters down the side for people to use. They can also search, but sometimes a dashboard can have many fields in there, actually too many fields to display all the possible selections easily. Obviously you can search, but again in a large dashboard design that could be quite time consuming and and memory intensive, should I say, especially on a wildcard search, which is the default. So here we have an advanced filters button. So basically what we do is we click on here and we get a series of options. Just deselect that for a second. Okay, so we can first of all decide what table we want to choose the field from. So we may know the field table, or we might not. We might decide to search for all fields, but that's sort of up to us. So then we've got all the different field names here that are possible within the dashboard. So again, we can just scroll down to find the one that we are interested in, or we can search within that field. If we know what one we're looking for, we find the one we're looking for, we click it. And then down here, this will now fill up with all the possible values for that field. So you can make a selection. You see up there it's actually changed to Chicago. It is the same field. We have selections, and we can keep going, so we're not limited to just one selection. Customer name. So as you can see, that selection, the first selection, held, and now we've got more selections going on. Customer name on there as well. And that was all done from the same advanced filters over here. Okay, so I'll talk you through what's going on. Within the script, we've designed a data island, and it's called a data island because it's not connected to the rest of the data structure, so there's no link there going out to any other tables. That way you can make selections within this table, but it doesn't affect anything else in the dashboard. Okay. So create two columns. First of all, the field name and the table name, and then we repeated all the field names again, so they're duplicated now, but this time with the table name all continues down to the bottom. And do that using a script, so it's a looping process. Let's take you through that now. So at the end of the load script, set up a loop, so we can go for each. It's a for next loop, so it'll keep looping through here, but instead of going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, it's actually going through text for each, and that's going to be the variable name. So we're going to go, the first loop will be customers, then orders, then order details, sales, products, employees, and we'll keep looping through that until we've found everything. So what it's doing, it's looping through each table name, so I'm defining what tables I want to search from. And then here what we're looking to do is to go through every single field within that table. So we're going from field 1 to the maximum number of fields. We're bringing out the field name here at that cursor position, so first of all it'll be 1, then 2, then 3, then 4, all the way to the maximum of that table. So again, it's a loop within a loop. And then here we're basically just doing a very straightforward auto generate on those two variables that we have. We've got the table name, we've got the field name, and we're creating a line in that data island, and we just repeat the process through and through and through until we've got all the fields from all the tables. And finally what we do is we reload that table again from resident, keeping the field name as is, but in this instance adding all to the table name. Because we're concatenating it, we're just appending it to the bottom of the table we've originally created up here, and that gives you your table as we've shown you earlier. So this is the loop bit when we're doing the different tables, and then the concatenation at the end where it's repeating its field name and the table name. Okay. So just talking you through these list boxes here. in fact multi-box and list box. The first two are very straightforward, using those field names that we created, which is a table name. Obviously a user can choose which table they want to look at, and then as you'd imagine the second one is the field name. That's being driven obviously by the table name, so we can choose a table or choose all, and we can get everything. So that's sort of how that would work there. So that's the field name from that data island. The next one is slightly different. Some of you may have used this technique before, some of you may not. As well as selecting a field from a possible list, you also at the very bottom have the option to use an expression rather than a field name. So if I just go into edit that, it's a dollar expansion on the AF field name. So you can only obviously choose one field name, you can't choose multiple field names, but whatever that field name value is here, then that will make this list box choose that field. So it's actually quite straightforward. So that would be the same as physically going in there and calling that field employee city, but in this case it's doing it by dollar expansion, which makes it dynamic. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed that. That's all around the advanced filters. Like I said before, if you visit my blog QlikCentral.com, you'll see a lot more tutorials, videos and documentation around how to use QlikView and best practices. Or you can look at the YouTube channel, which again is QlikCentral. Please subscribe, and love to hear your comments, and thank you very much.